Good Saturday morning and welcome to another edition of the award-winning Outdoors with Larry Ray.
Brought to you proudly by the Tennessee Wildlife Resources Agency.
Now, here's your host, Larry Ray.
Hey, good Saturday morning. Welcome to Outdoors with Larry Ray on this June 17th, the day before Father's Day. And I can't think of a better person to have in the studio with me this morning. Someone that actually makes me feel young at heart. You know, if we could have got Gene Smith in the studio, we would have had three, what do we call ourselves? When you're in the 80s, what's that word, Shelby? I don't know.
Don't ask the old guy.
Don't ask the old guy next to me here, but that's his. You'd recognize the voice. Our good friend Dale Sanders, the gray-bearded adventurer, is in with us this morning. Good morning, Dale.
Good morning, Larry.
Good to have you. We've been doing this a while, Dale, and I guess it started 8 years ago, maybe. I don't know. Dale just had a birthday on the 14th, so 3 days ago. 3 days ago, he celebrated his 88th birthday, and I'm trying to think, Dale. It's hard to believe 1 year ago on your birthday, you were not in home. You were celebrating a victory of something that you wanted to do. 87 days on the river, become the oldest man to paddle the source to the sea on the Mississippi River. And I know life has changed for you. And you know, I know we're going to talk a lot with Dale on the first two segments of the show, but I wanted to, he's just back from Page, Arizona. We're going to talk about that, him out there, because spearfishing is pretty close to you. I mean, you've done that in your life, right?
Oh, yes. I was a big spear fisherman for many years.
Yeah, we're going to talk to Dale about that. We're going to talk about what's life changed. We want to talk about, of course, his video that I've watched, and I hope some of y'all have watched and seen all these different things. If you're not on Facebook with Dale Sanders, you need to be, because it's been kind of a journey on Facebook, too. But going to have a lot of fun with Dale. Sorry Gene Smith couldn't make it in the studio with us. Frank will be here momentarily, Frank Barton. And we're going to talk to Nelson Northern up on Reelfoot Lake, because I was in the boat with Nelson about a month ago, and I've never caught so many bluegill. I've never caught so many bluegill in such a short period of time. And so we're going to talk to him and get some stuff from him. And then we're going over the Little Red River and talk to Lindsay White at Lindsay's Resort about Father's Day weekend going on over there. And then one of my favorite places to visit, Dale has biked over there, Natchez Trace State Park. We're going to talk to Chris Hill. He is the park manager over there. Had a chance to meet Chris at the recent Friends of NRA Fayette County banquet at Warren Community Church out on Highway 64. Met Chris and his wife, Alicia. Got a lot of things in common, so we're going to talk to Chris. And, of course, this is Father's Day weekend, and this is a big day for the folks at Bass Pro Shop at the Pyramid and a lot of other retail outfits around here. If you haven't got that Father's Day gift, you're running out of time, but we're going to tell you what you can get at Bass Pro Shops. And also, they've been doing some fishing for the kids' derbies down there, and I think they're going to be fishing down there again today. But this first two segments is devoted to my friend, the amazing Dale Sanders out of Bartlett, Tennessee. And Dale, first of all, and we're going to talk the next segment. Let's kind of rehash here. Now, so last year, you did the big paddle. You made the paddle. You made the video. Tell us about the video.
Well, the big paddle was Mississippi Source to Sea again.
Yes.
And all summer long I was on that baby. And then in 90 days, I had a professional film crew, two professional film crews pretty much followed me through. And in 90 days, they were able to put together an award-winning, I don't even call it a video, I call it a movie.
It's a movie. It is a movie.
It's a movie quality. They used the 8K cameras, which is the same thing you use for the big screen. But it's just, the quality of it is just unbelievable. And I've never had anyone out of hundreds of people that have seen it that criticizes the quality of the movie.
The man, the myth, the Mississippi.
That's it.
And
Graybeard first. So it's
Graybeard.
Graybeard, the man, the myth, the Mississippi.
And you can go to, this is all over Instagram, any place like a film by Zach Rivers, which I think he has a great name to have done that.
Isn't that something?
Yeah.
The director of the film was Rivers.
Yes, yeah. I mean, I know you've thought about that a whole lot. And,
Well, we joke about it a lot.
yeah, and then you had the Wilderness Mindset. You've had Alex, too.
And Amy, they were
Alex
they
and
were
Amy,
fantastic.
yeah.
I'll tell you.
And this team put together, and you went to Chattanooga, and I think we talked to you before Chattanooga and after Chattanooga at the big film festival over there.
Yeah, we won an audience preferred movie award for that 4-day event.
That's what's amazing. So now,
well, it was 46 films out of, and no, it was 86 films that 46 countries represented. So it was a big win.
So how's life changed for you, Dale, in this last year since doing all that?
I got a year older.
Well, we know that. We're glad.
Oh, you was
That's the most. That's the most important thing. Is But
while I tell you, to be honest with you, I felt pretty good paddling last summer. I felt good for a long time after that. I've kind of laid off of hiking and boating though for a few months, so I'm starting to feel my age. So
you are starting to.
Yeah, so I did go out to Page, here about a month ago now to the World Freshwater Spearfishing Championships, and after that I left and did the West Coast and did a lot of hiking out there.
You did.
So kind of got back in shape a little bit.
Yeah, but the film itself, it's such a great job. We've talked about that on this about the way they put it together. It came together. It was no easy thing to do.
You realize they had 20, was it terabytes?
Yes, yeah.
They had 25 terabytes of footage that they had to go through.
And put together.
That's a lot of
And
footage.
it's, how long is it now? I can't remember. How long is it?
Well, they got 3 versions. The movie theater version is 90 minutes.
Okay,
Then
it's
they
the
got
90-minute one.
Another internet version was 60 minutes. And then there's when I go out and do a motivational talk and a speech, there's a 30-minute version.
But you can show while you're talking and everything. Was it everything that you thought? I mean...
more, and plus more. I never dreamed the film would be that good.
Yeah.
It's been in 3 different film festivals and won awards in all 3 of them now.
Amazing. And, of course, this is the second time you've done this trip.
Yeah, this second time. The movie made the first time by a company called Adventuritis Productions.
Yeah.
Also won some awards.
It won some awards, but then you come up and do this the second time around. And it's amazing video, folks, of Dale. And, you think of the Mississippi River, and you're thinking Memphis, St. Louis, New Orleans, and everything like that. But if you see the source, so to speak, and going across those lakes and the wind and everything like that, to do what you did, and they stayed right with you. You camped out a lot of times on the ground. I mean, now, right by the river on sandbars, I guess. And
sandbars are great, especially if the sandbar's on an island.
Yeah. So this time last year, you were wrapping this baby all up, and you've had a year to soak it all in. I'm thinking it was probably more than you ever thought.
This time last year when I put that paddle in the water at Lake Itasca for that first stroke down the Mississippi, and 87 days later, 9 September, we finished in the salt water, and that was more than I expected it to be. Because when I did it in 80, it wasn't that hard. It was a lot harder this time.
Yeah,
the water was low.
Yeah, and you had to deal with a lot of elements.
I had to deal with slow water. Yeah, slow water means slow water.
Storms.
And then we had storms. We had lots of mosquitoes. Mosquitoes were terrible this year. And then the wind. It was just my worst enemy this past summer. Wind on I'd have a tailwind about 1 day in about 7 or 8 days.
1 out of 7 or 8 days.
All the rest of the days, the wind was right in our face, and that's our worst enemy.
Yeah, paddling right into the wind.
Right into the wind. And it's very difficult.
And he cruised it all by and did all this, and then he's been out since then doing these different things. And I know on the next segment I want to get into some of the things that Dale has done in his lifetime. And has become such an ambassador for water sports here. River Angels. We've all learned new terms thanks to you. I mean, that we didn't have before, because I know we've been on this journey on Outdoors with Larry Ray with Dale for a long time, because he used to be a member of my church, and we got a lot of friends at my church, and now you have such a following. You may have more following for anybody that's that age than anybody I know. I don't know how many followers you got on Facebook. How many you got now? Are you over 2,000?
Friends, I got
how many friends?
About 4,700. But I'm really careful who I approve now, because I only got three. You know, you can only go to 5,000.
You can only go to 5,000.
They won't let you do it anymore. So I'm really watching and making sure that.
So if you get turned down by Dale, it's because he's got too many friends right now.
Well, if you get turned down, just text me and tell me who you are.
That he'll talk. So we're going to talk to Dale in this next segment. A man, Dale Sanders, because I think he mentioned spearfishing. There's a lot of things that Dale has tried, and of course I first met Dale when he was with the Wolf River Conservancy. I think he had a lot of passion on that. But stick around in this next segment. We got a whole other segment with Dale Sanders, the gray-bearded adventurer himself, on Outdoors with Larry Ray. We'll be right back.